What is going on, guys? We are back for another DSP video, and today we're looking at something Phil saw on his phone that freaked him out so much that it rattled him, it got him pissed off, and it had to do with his wife. There was some sort of emergency. And guess what, guys? Jenna is still in the picture trying to get her sister. We're also going to look at dumb quotes from DSP. But first, it appears there's not going to be a stream with DSP and Brian anytime soon, because Jasper hates DSP, Kat is trying to be freed by Jenna, and it looks like the Detractors have taken Brian away from DSP, as he will be streaming with Lord Diaz, one half of the greatest tag team in wrestling today, the Detractors. Tonight, Wednesday night, 8 p.m, Street Fighter 6 steak-free stream, Brian, top tier rated, and Lord Diaz. So go check that out, give him some love, give him some support, and have a real, good, chill environment, positive, meaningful content style stream. Then I started looking into this, and before WWE Champions, he was addicted to WWE Supercard. Now keep in mind, when we go through this, replace Supercard with Champions, and 2024 makes a lot more sense. So first off, we have this from 2014. So there's a free-to-play mobile game called WWE Supercard for iOS and Android out today. So he's there, day one, ready for the drop. Hearthstone with wrestlers, gonna try it out tonight, I think. So the WWE Supercard game is incredibly simple, but addicting. Been playing it every night for days. Almost able to unlock epic cards now. Is there an easy method to capture/stream from iPad? I just realized I could do great vids of Injustice, WWE Supercard, and Plants vs Zombies. Those were all mobile games that he played at the time. Now keep in mind, his grand plan here was to put his money into WWE Supercard, make videos on it, make money on that, plus use the microtransactions as tax write-offs. What's everyone up to tonight? We're watching Breaking Bad while playing WWE Supercard. I'm close to the end game of the game. That's a lie. There is no end game into these games. There's always another event. One more match. One more event. It never ends. It's a money pit. Boom, gone in a moment. This is also interesting because every time he says, oh, me and my wife are watching TV. Me and my wife are watching movies. This is what he's doing. He's on his phone, gambling. Then he puts this out. Forgot the attachment. This is the best single card in WWE Supercard right now, and I got it after much work. And shows off a card of Brock Lesnar. The guy who's about to beat me in the King of the Ring in WWE Supercard is a fan and talking to me in stream chat. That doesn't make it so bad, LOL. Now this is the interesting part. The WWE Supercard event is glitched. Both Leanna and I, which is Panda Lee, picked Jericho but showing us winning for Orton, LOL. That's why he's winning now. The interesting part of this is if they're both playing the mobile games, are they both putting money into it? So that means not only is DSP's gambling addiction getting out of control, but Panda Lee potentially had one as well because she played mobile games as well. And also keep in mind, DSP is going on record to say Kat, his wife, also plays it. So that might be another way where he controls people. Video games, mobile addiction, food, all that stuff. So we have another one here. So we watched X-Men 1 and 2 tonight while we swapped iPads and played each other's WWE Supercard games. It was a fun night. Then remember how everyone says he stays up all night just playing WWE Champions, mobile games, whatever. We have this tweet here. What's everyone up to tonight? Currently grinding in WWE Supercard for the Ambrose/Rollins event while watching Gotham. And then people push back about him spending money on it. This is from 2021. I never said that at all. I said I spent money on WWE Supercard. It's not even the same kind of game. The fact that people are stupid is impressive. And why so many people believe conspiracies as fact. You believe something because you want to, not because of actual evidence. Again, replace Supercard with Champions. 2024 makes so much more sense. And last video, we showed him yelling and screaming at BITW Awesome. So the first thing in this chat are these comments from BITW Awesome. Romance Catherine. Catherine's own sister Jennifer, which I think he means Jenna, as a DSP hater is like instant karma. Retro DSP. If you don't abandon your family. But technically, Kat and Jen are only half family. Then he started up the pre-stream, and the first thing he talks about how complicated Stardew Valley is. So remember in Street Fighter 6 how he said he had to take breaks to talk to his audience, to chill out, to cool down, whatever. So now he wants to take breaks in Stardew Valley so he can talk to people and get their advice of what to do in the game. Stardew Valley is too complex for DSP. And we have Otter. A very bizarre start to today's podcast. Phil reckons Jasper can't come into his office most days because his day off is so uncertain recently, followed by a sob story about having to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow for doctor's appointments. Pity party start. DSP went on to say, Jasper has a good heart regulation because he's a cat, and they are good at that. Then he went on to proclaim, his 30s were the beginning of his real adult life, while the 20s were the beta test. And then he kept talking about Jasper because Jasper kept biting the wires. Jasper stays cool by staying in the shadows in the house. Then we get to Radon, the final boss in Elden Ring DLC. So let's see how DSP fared against this boss.
Nothing I could do. You saw the camera went at a weird angle. So because the camera decides to go that angle, which isn't me, the camera's locked on, I couldn't see the swoop. I couldn't see the timing of the swooping he was doing, so I couldn't time the dodge. If the camera would have stayed affixed like it should have, I would have been able to dodge, but, you know, FromSoft. Their usual bullshit. Come on. It didn't roll. I did it. It ate my input. I pressed it. Whenever he does that swipe, that horizontal swipe, it seems to eat inputs. Because I'm totally rolling. I'm totally rolling. Like, what happened? I side rolled right through it and fucking didn't do nothing. So he just gets giant damage. Okay. Is the horizontal swipe. I can't seem to dodge that. Well, that time only 3 meteors. See what I mean about how inconsistent that is? I would have had to dodge and then dodge a second time and then heal after the missed grab. No, the game's offline mode is not going to help me here. The thing is, online connectivity is not affecting this game right now. Ugh. Ay, ay, ay. I got distracted because I heard a noise. I heard a noise outside. I'm like, oh, is my wife coming home? And then I missed time of dodge, and that's it.
And you heard that, guys? There was yet another shart. And man, the excuses were flying like crazy, including now calling Radon a puzzle boss. And apparently he's now having dropped inputs in Elden Ring DLC, just like in Street Fighter. And we have a quote from Phil here. How am I supposed to control the camera so my roll comes out? Then here you go, here's another video from Poem Josh. DSP the self-professed From Software Master, ladies and gents.
This is a waste of time. I can't believe I wasted an hour listening to people. Oh, do a bleed build. Except you didn't even check to see if the weapons were the same fucking weapons. That's pretty impressively bad. Thanks for wasting a half an hour of my stream. Whoever suggested that. Wow. Why do I listen? I don't know. I don't know why I listen.
Now, if you're ever wondering why he always puts the decisions, small or large, in the hands of his audience, this is why. So if it doesn't work out, he gets to shit all over you, talk down to you, and claim no accountability. Because it was your fault, audience, not mine. P.S. We haven't hit the tips goal. And then we officially hit 400 deaths in the Elden Ring DLC. Keep in mind, he did not beat the boss, so there's a whole nother stream coming up of him fighting Radon. And it got to the point where DSP said they fucked up the game, the Elden Ring DLC. Jenna tweets this out. I called, she's not at work today either. So apparently Jenna's been calling her sister's work trying to get a hold of her, so when she's away from Phil, she can actually talk to her. And I put on, Phil just said on stream, she's at work right now. Because as you saw in the clip, he said, oh, I thought that sound was my wife coming home from work. And then Jenna said, then the girl lied. Now this potentially could be if Kat actually does have a job still and is working at that place. She told them, if anyone calls for me, tell them I'm not here. Then DSP looked down on his phone and started realizing his wife was texting him. She was having an emergency. And then DSP, being the great husband he is, his wife's having an emergency. So he just goes, okay, and keeps playing the game, trying to get that money. See, if it was me, I would end the stream, call my wife, go see her, whatever it takes, because I have to know that she's safe.
Hold on. Okay. Of course, as this is going on, something's going on with my wife as well. So now my mind isn't even on the fight. Like, I'm literally not even thinking about this right now. And I'm supposed to try to beat the hardest boss in FromSoft history with shit going on with my wife at the same time. I love it, right? Like, that's just my fucking life. I can't just, like, you know, focus on one thing. There has to be 17 fucking things going on at once to piss me off.
And from that point on, DSP put on the sob story, trying to get the pity money, and well, it got pretty cringy.
Yeah, so this is extra frustrating for me, guys. Because as you know, stuff's been going on with my wife, and now she's texting me stuff, and I'm worried because she thought she was going to be coming home earlier, and now she's not. And now she's stressed out, and now I'm stressed out. And now I got to try to fucking do the most challenging thing in Elden Ring ever while this is also going on. It just has to be that way, right? Like, you can't be like, okay, I can focus on this and I know it's tough, but I can be slow paced and learn. No, now I gotta have all this personal shit also going on at the same time, so now it's like doubles the stress, right? And once again, it's stuff that I can't do anything about. It's not like I can handle it or help. I just got to know that it's going on, and I have no control over anything. That's the worst part about life, is when stuff happens that you can't affect. You know what's going on. You wish you could fix it or improve it, but you can't. You're just helpless to do anything about it. Yet it's going on. And it's like, oh, great. No, I'm going to take a break, but there's nothing again, people are like, take a break. It's your wife. This can wait. Yeah, but there's nothing I can do. What you have to understand is, again, in life, it's not like, oh, I can go fix it. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing that I can do or have any input into doing anything to fix. I need a breather to just hang out with you guys for a few minutes and relax. That's the best I can do. You know, I can't do anything. I love it. As you get older, you'll understand this too. You know, it sucks. When I was younger, I was always the kind of guy, and I was like, oh, you know, I can fix anything. I can do anything, you know. And now that I'm older, it's just like, yeah, basically half the time in life, you're helpless to the shit around you. There's nothing you can do to improve a situation or fix anything at all, you know. Like, there's nothing I can do at all right now of anything. So I just sit here frustrated, you know. I just sit here frustrated. Oh well. And now I'm gonna try to go back in and try to fight this boss, pissed off about life, right? Nothing. You can't do anything to make... If I can't do anything to make it better, how could you do something to make it better? You're nothing. There's nothing that can be done. That's just life. When you get old, you have to resign yourself to things in life. And this is a case where shitty stuff happening, I can't fix it. You can't fix it. Nobody can fix it. It's just a matter of I somehow now need to learn and beat the toughest FromSoft boss in history, supposedly, because I'm not convinced he's tougher than Melania yet. But I'm supposed to do this while all this other stressful shit is going on in real life behind the scenes of the stream. No, I would never be offended if you said that you wanted to keep me and my family in your prayers. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's the opposite. If anyone says that, that's ridiculous. Because when someone says, I want to keep you and your family in my prayers, that's a really heartfelt sentiment to me. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what's going on, but you want to help in some way, and you know there's nothing you can do, so you just want to have really positive thoughts about someone. That's a really nice thing to say, actually. You know? So thank you for that. That's something really nice to say that.
Of course, the big thing that Phil hated is that she had to work later. I kid you not, that was it. Because she would not be home on time, he was angry and pissed off. Like, dude, who's gonna make my dinner, dude? Then we get to Riven, where DSP puts out this whole speech about new people coming to see him play Riven. Out of all the playthroughs you're doing right now, Phil, Riven is not bringing people in. I think you had like 179 people last night. And he went through the whole speech of, oh, the reason you can't chat for 24 hours is blah, blah, blah. And then the sob stories kept continuing. He's really trying to bait them with his poor wife and life stories today.
Why do you keep asking me how was dinner, King Michael? You really need to know every single night how dinner was? What if one night dinner's shitty? Like tonight, particularly, dinner was pretty shitty. So would you like me to describe in detail why it was shitty? Or why does it matter so much? Like every day to ask the same question, man.
Then we have this one, simply titled, A Plan Unfolds.
Yes, that's correct. The only people who've supported the stream so far tonight are banned. Great. That's a promising start, right? Maybe if I ban more people, I'll get more support by that logic. Well, let's just get started. Here we go. Who's the first 3 people I see in chat? Banned and banned and banned. Banned and banned. Ban them all. Now let the money roll in. Here we go, baby. Yeah.
Of course, what he's talking about here is that Kirk kept tipping under socks that were banned. So DSP had enough. And whenever someone who's banned tips him, he's now going to put the word banned as the top tipper, so they don't get any acknowledgement. Which again goes against TOS, because the whole thing about the memberships or even super chats is that when you donate to him, you get a shout out. So if he's not shouting you out and not giving you acknowledgement by putting you on the leaderboard, that could be a violation right there. Then we had a moment where the mask slipped off. Guys, we are only at $26 out of the $100 goal I set out to make. I mean 50. And Riven is one of his worst playthroughs I've ever seen. And it's weird how I keep saying this because his playthroughs keep getting worse and worse. I thought his Final Fantasy pixel art game was bad. I thought Chrono Trigger was bad for him playing it. This is bad. Riven is entirely a puzzle game. That's all there is, just puzzles. And DSP's dumb as hell. So guess what? People didn't turn up. He had 170 viewers. And when views are low and tips are low, clown mode comes out.
Goldie, 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 grindy, 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 goldie, 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 grindy, grindy, grind. Oh, gold grind. Oh, goldie, goldie, grindy, 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 grind. Gold grind, gold grind, goldie grind. Goldie, goldie, grindy, grindy, grindy.
Then I told you Riven, the entire game is all puzzles. So now DSP is looking up guides on how to solve the puzzles he's stuck on in Riven live on stream right now, justifying it as not wanting to waste time. So he doesn't want to waste time doing the puzzles, but the entire game is just puzzles. Make that make sense, Phil. Then are you ready for a funny twist? So we got JG Win here. DSP tried to cheat by looking up a guide for a puzzle, and spurge him because the game randomizes the solution each playthrough. He has no way to cheat the puzzle. Clearly this is bothering him as he's in overtime. Then today is his day off as he moved it last week to Wednesday. Who knows if it'll be Wednesday next week as well. But for the week, in tips, he got $775. Do you guys remember when he used to get almost like $2,000 per week? Now he's not even breaking 800. Super chats, this is all channels combined. 243, $170 after fees. So his tips were down 20% and his super chats were up 14%. Those are some sad numbers. But anyways, if you guys like that video, click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe my other channels on the details of the end cards. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.